Well, we could talk about Buy Nothing Day, but let's talk song. First of all, let me thank Andrew Morgan for his amazing support of the Let's Talk Song channel. If the rest of you also want to be mentioned, please consider becoming a paying member of this enterprise. Info's in description or in those funny buttons under the video. Today I'm going to be listening to Last Christmas by Wham. Of course, it's not a reaction video because I know the song, but I thought it might be interesting and funny to analyze what makes this song not go away. Without further ado, let's get going. Step 1, find the key. Boom, boom, I believe is the tonal center of the key. I might be wrong. Oh, it's out of tune. Let me try and change this a little bit. Let's try 435 Hertz. Better? Still no. So this is the first interesting thing that might explain why it's slightly annoying. Let's try 430 then. I don't know. Definitely too low now. 430 was this year. Let's see, 433. It sounds weird, but still. Apparently, we are in the key of D major with a change, with a slightly out of tune arrangement, which might be due to the speed of the tape. Sometimes this happened in the 80s, or this was deliberately done, I should say. I'm still annoyed with this. I think this is the closest that I can get. Now we are at 436 Hertz if you want to play along. Sorry for that confusion at the beginning. Let's talk chord progression next. D, B minor, E minor, and A is of course the doo-wop progression, the 1, 6 minor, 2 minor, 5 progression that you can find in a lot of traditional pop music. Gav. Why does it say Gav? I keep wondering. Interesting. The highlight of the E as the melody note is quite unusual because this is the 9th of the D major chord. So we start the melody on the downbeat, right? We have got ba-ba-dum, and then we have got ba-da-dum. We could say that we have got a very, very short motif. Right, Last Christmas, which makes sense because this song is called Last Christmas, and then we have got a development of that motif, right? So a slight variation where the second E now becomes an F sharp. I think they changed the speed and the frequency. I think this is why it sounds off, because it's sometimes there, sometimes not. Sorry about this annoyance, but right, so we've got ba-da-ba-bum, same idea, same melodic idea, and then we've got ba-ba-da-da-dum, kind of as a resolution thing that goes down to the root note of the melody. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This is, what is it? Is it an XXAA rhyming pattern? Quite interesting because it's not very usual. Interesting that they would take the same idea. Remember that on the D chord, we sang the E. Now we go up a whole step, not only in the chord, but also in the melody. Ba-dum, creating that beautiful tension. Ba, right? This is not very resolved. Ba-dum, and then only with the ear he goes down. Ba-dum. Same variation idea that we had before with the I gave you my heart to save me from tears. This time actually we do have a rhyme between this year and save me from tears. And then we have got again the resolution that goes down to the root note of the chord. So something that we kind of repeat from the first idea. Rather interesting structure, especially if we look at the lyrics, because here we can clearly see that this is not conventional at all. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, XX. But the very next day, you gave it away, AA. This year, to save me from tears, this is BB. I gave it, is it I give it? No, I'll give it. Okay, now we are in the present. I'll give it to someone special. 7 lines. Interesting. Not so conventional, not so cliche, not so cheesy. Repeat. I gave you my heart to save me from tears. And it's also to save me? To save me. Let's listen to that hook because this is equally important. And confusing. Interesting? Very, very cool arpeggio. With only thirds going down. A, F sharp, D, B, and G. And then same idea, a whole step, yes, a whole step above. Interesting. So we start with an octave leap. Then we've got this, let's say, scale line. And now we've got those 2 arpeggios. That's hooky and intelligent at the same time. Verse now. The first difference in the melody that is noticeable is that we don't start on the downbeat anymore. Remember, last Christmas, but after the downbeat. So we've got one spittin' on the 2. Interestingly enough, same notes though, right? Same highlight of the 9. Okay? One spittin' and twice shy. I keep my distance, but you still catch my eye. I think it's this, right? Again, 9 of the note of the chord, right? Almost a lick idea, right? That is not resulting out of the ideas from before. Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. Something like this, right? So it's not very structured in melodic terms. It's almost like a riffing, improvising idea. The lyrics are once bitten and twice shy. I keep my distance, but you still catch my eye. I think that we could argue for an ABAB rhyming structure here, with once bitten rhyming with I keep my distance, and shy rhyming with I, clearly rhyming with I. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Maybe a very, very bad rhyme, but maybe no rhyme at all. Well, it's been a year and it doesn't surprise me. Certainly recognize me and surprise me rhymes. Chords totally the same. Biggest difference between the melody in the verse and in the chorus is certainly the melody beginning after the downbeat. Interesting that the synths would kind of hint at the idea from the chorus, this last Christmas idea. Right? Hear this? So we have got the idea from the chorus in the arrangement and a whispered Happy Christmas. New melodic idea. So it's very, very improvised, very not structured. With a note saying I love you, I meant it. With a note saying I love you, I meant it. New ideas, elements that we repeat, like this highlight of the E, but in general it's very loose. Now I know what a fool I've been. But if you kissed me now, I know you'd fool me again. Happy Christmas, I wrapped it up and sent it. With a note saying I love you, I meant it. Cool rhyme with sent it and meant it. Not a lot of times I've heard this. Now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kissed me now, I know you'd fool me again. With the internal reference of the fool idea and rhymes between been and again. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. This year, to save me from tears. Last Christmas. Oh, they sure like repeating their choruses. No wonder why at times it can become annoying. I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. Oh, baby. Very, very cool. Also because the arpeggio is actually pickup, right? So on this here, everything before that is actually the B minor that we hear. And only on the G we switch to the E minor, and then we have got this. And of course, this might be the upper structure of the A, but it might also be, at least the first three notes, the E minor arpeggio. It's very, very improvised, right? There is no structure in the verses. A crowded room, friends with tired eyes. I'm hiding from you and your soul of ice. Someone to rely on. Me, I guess I was a shoulder to cry on. Very whiny. So what is this here, right? This is certainly a new hook. Right? Before the third chorus, within the second verse. Very, very beautiful idea that they realize and now repeat. Right? Tore me apart. Emphasizing that improvised feeling with those ooh-oohs. Okay, and this you'll never fool me again idea, of course, we know from verse number 1, but this time with now I found a real love, you will never fool me again. lucky you.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
And again, repeating all the choruses. They've got stamina.
Christmas, I gave you my heart.
Recycling all the hook elements. First, we hear this in the background. Then we have got Face on a Lover with a fire in his heart. And there is this ad-lib, gave you my heart answer. This was the 4-minute 23 version. Apparently there is another 6-minute 38 version. This was Last Christmas by Wham. Let's see if we can find valuable songwriting learnings. Songwriting learning number 1 is about a very unusual 7-line structure for your choruses. Remember, last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I give it to someone special, right? This 7-line idea that has got weird rhyming structure as well, right? With the first 2 lines certainly not rhyming with each other, then lines 3 and 4 rhyming with each other, lines 5 and 6 rhyming with each other, and the 7th being unresolved altogether, creating an XXA AABBX rhyming pattern is something that I wouldn't have expected from this cliche song, and this is something that surprises me and that I would certainly include into my toolbox of annoying chorus writing strategies. Songwriting learning number 2 is about repeating your chorus ideas. I think they overdid this songwriting tip a little bit because if we count the numbers of Last Christmas that we hear, I think it's more than 10, and by the 6th time we kind of get the idea. So in general it's a good idea to repeat your hooks, maybe stop after 6, 7. And songwriting learning number 3 is about the unstructured ad-lib verses. So this is something that is quite unusual, that they wouldn't really follow through with the structure in the verses because they know that the thing that highlights or that they want to highlight is the chorus and the rest is kind of fillers. Something that you can pull off if you are George Michael and you have the voice of an angel. Something that certainly is only possible if you have got a strong vocalist that can ad-lib his way out of the situation. Otherwise, it might be a better idea to stick to convenient structures. And this was my not really live reaction because I know the song as all of us do, but certainly on-the-fly analysis of Last Christmas by Wham. If you liked this video, please make sure to give me the thumbs up, to subscribe to the Let's Talk Song channel, and to leave friendly comments. Please also consider becoming a paying member of this enterprise. Thanks again for Andrew Morgan for his support in that regard. Please check out the descriptions for further resources like the Almost But Not Quite Complete Guide to Songwriting, or affiliate links that I have curated for you here and in my link tree. I guess we've talked song. You can talk about Buy Nothing Day now. Bye bye.